Hello everyone, my name is Jen and welcome to the Book Refuge and welcome to one of my favorite videos to do because I just get to show you a bunch of pretty books, and that's a book haul. Got my good old book haul heart here with all my fun little stickers and magnets on it. I do have some new ones I need to add soon that I have been collecting, but we're going to go through my book haul, which is new books that I bought, books that I found at thrift stores, books that were given to me as gifts, which are always fun. As always, if I have lost the slip with the book, I try to keep it with it. I apologize, but I'm very excited to show some of these. So let's go ahead and dive in. The first ones I want to show you real quick are the ones that I got from my romance reveal book box, which I do every month. And what you do when you sign up for it is that they have different options. You can get 1, 2, or 4 books in your book box, as well as they send a couple goodies, but honestly it's mostly about the books because the goodies are like, that's not what you're here for. And they will send you, you fill out this little like Google form, a Google Doc with like your favorite tropes, and then they send you mostly independent authors and their signed books. So the ones I got sent this year, oh, I forgot about this. I'm really excited for this one. So this one is Return to Air by Tracy Gerald. And this one is, I think he's staying in Alaska. But yeah, so this one is signed. This is cool. I am really into survival books, so they're all signed. This one is Alchemy Unfolding by M.L. Bloom. Is this one signed? Oh, this one's signed in silver, so it's hard to see with my ring light. This one is, I think this is an older woman. Yeah, this is an older woman romance, an age gap. She's 13 years older than him. I forgot what these are about because they've been sitting on my cart for so long. Burning for More by Kay Kennedy. Look at that firefighter book. I haven't read a firefighter romance in a while. This could be fun. Cool, 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 cool. And then For Finley by J. Nathan, and this is a sports romance. So there's that. So I always, I don't get a like, I'm not sponsored by them or anything. In fact, you can do this as well. But if you get a box through them, you can also share your code. And if enough people sign up, then they send you a free box. So if you want to test it out, you definitely don't have to use my code, but I will have it listed down below if you would like to check it out. Okay, then I'll just show these off right away. So I definitely had to buy the beautiful Fallen Men books with the women on the covers because I just had to do it. It was amazing. So Gianna Darling, yeah, she released the first 3 books in the series with the women on the cover. So there's Lesson in Corruption. They also have new like beautiful stuff inside. So like the chapter headings are beautiful. Welcome to the Dark Side and Good Gone Bad. So I have those 3. These are so pretty. These are so pretty. Then let's go over the stack of books that people sent me. That's always fun to go through those. So this book I was sent by the author. I know that I agreed to it, but I don't remember what it's about. So this is Scythe, which is a Blade of Eris book, and this is from Starla Knight. So let's read what this was about, because I don't know. It's a routine mission. Hunt down the ones who dared to steal our sacred procreation metal from us, the rulers of the Empire. The Erisons conquered Earth in a day. They smashed into our helpless planet like a wrecking ball, and overnight everything changed. That's what our history books say. The truth is, I've never seen an Erison face to face, but when my lone medical ship is attacked by ruthless pirates, the nightmare that hunts them down is no hero. Cloaked in assassin's gray, metal scythes fused to his wrist bones, he is the Grim Reaper of the Conquerors, the Erison's elite special forces, a blade. Luckily for me, he's in a good mood now, and he's the last man standing in the blood-soaked ruins on my bridge, so he lets me live. After all, I'm just a lesser. Clearly, I'm no threat. Until his body starts reacting to mine. So, yeah. That's pretty exciting. So, yeah, this is supposed to be like a sci-fi romance. So, glad I read the back of this again. But, yeah, they sent me a copy for review or for, you know, promotion. So, I'm showing it here. Excited to give it a try. Then I'm a member of Katie Roberts' Patreon, so I got sent The Bastard's Betrayal, which I'm so excited to have. I loved this book. Also, I got the NSFW art, so maybe I'll just cover up her boobs, but I got sent this. This is a scene from Beast, and it is Gaetan and Isabeau and Beast together. So, don't know where I'm going to put all the NSFW art I get from her, but I love it. And this is absolutely beautiful. So, then I got sent by, I believe Carrie sent it to me. Let me check. Yes. Carrie sent me some gifts for hitting 10,000 subscribers. And so she sent me the the Evolution of Ivy Leavold and the Punishment of Ivy Leavold. And I'll just sew this one too, because I then bought myself the first one. So these are the they're novella length books in the Markham trilogy by Sierra Simone, and I absolutely love these. These are a dark Jane Eyre retelling, and they're kinky, so I absolutely love them. So thank you so much, Carrie. Then one of my viewers, they were too nice. Let me see if I can find I'm very excited for these. Where did I put? Shoot. I don't know where I put it, but I know I messaged her and said thank you. So, anyway, I had read Breaking Out by Samantha Wayland, which was a menage that I absolutely loved. So she sent me this, and then she also sent me Home and Away, which I've heard great things from Jess and Reed's Romance, because she really loved this book. She said it's a pretty low angst male romance, so I'm definitely here for it. And then she also sent me 1, 2, and 3 in the Crashing series, which are just novella length. So there's Crashing the Net, Crashing It Twice, whoa, and then Changing the Rules. So thank you so much. I'm really excited for these. I loved Breaking Out, so it's cool to have a copy of this. This is one of my, this is one of the low angst menages that I've ever read. It was really sexy. It was amazing. So I love that. Then, Amanda Sloan sent me Moto by M. Never. I've heard some interesting things about this one. This book was recommended in my viewer recommendations, so I want to give this one a go when I get the chance to as well. Then my sweet friend Tara sent me a gift for being on the podcast recently, and then for hitting 10,000 subscribers, and she sent me the Midnight in Scotland books 1 and 2, which was so sweet. This is not her fault at all. I'm not commenting on her saying this, but I absolutely hate that one is the beautiful matte finish and one is the shiny one. Like, why can't we be consistent between the two? But I'm so happy to have these. I absolutely love Elisa Braden. And I slowly want to collect the Rescued from Ruin series as well, but there's a freaking lot of them, so we have to take our time. Then I got this from Bree. I won one of her giveaways as a channel member of hers. She does giveaways for us. So this is the Complete Ember series, which is crazy because it's not very long. So I'm very interested for how many parts it could be. But I literally know nothing about it except for that it looked cool. So I'm going to give it a try at some point. And then the last one I got sent as a gift recently was Serena Ackroyd, who will have been on my channel by the time you see this, so definitely go look that up. She had seen one of the reviews I did of her books, and she was sweet enough to want to send me some more books. She sent me books before, so I was like, you don't have to send me anything. But she sent me the beautiful hardcovers of The Dawn and the Lady. She said there's book plates coming as well, so that I can put her signature in it, because with the hardcovers she wasn't able to sign it, and I was like, bitch, I don't care, these are beautiful. So I'm so excited. Okay, here are some books that I bought for myself. I mean, I bought most of these for myself, but those were gifts. So let's go through it. I bought the abs cover of The Deal. I have the abs cover of The Mistake. I'm slowly collecting these ones because I want to have them, but also like they're expensive for the size that they are, but they're also so great. So I bought that. I bought this from Dana Islay's Etsy. It's a signed copy of Flame and Starlight. So Diana Islay did The Game, is what it's called. Is it called Game? I'm not sure. But she also has this fantasy book that has fae in it. So she was having a sale on her Etsy, so I grabbed it. Don't know anything about it, but I wanted to try it. I bought Her Soul to Take. I absolutely love this book. I had to have a copy. I got a copy that's a little weird though, so I'm kind of bummed about that. Like, it has extra like glue or something here, so it feels weird. But, and then like the spine is, it's like it has a weird groove, but whatever, the words are still fine, and I can't wait for the second one in this series to come out, because it's supposed to be out at the end of this month, so I'm very pumped for that. Then I got Behind His Lens by R.S. Gray. I got this from a Barnes & Noble sale that I had, which is actually where I got The Deal as well. They had a, like, I had my member discount, plus I had a 15% off coupon, so I splurged a little bit. So I don't even know what this one's about, but I just was looking up authors that I like, and so this was one of hers that I hadn't read yet, so I grabbed it. At my Barnes & Noble, they happened to have the pretty special editions of Twisted Love and Twisted Games, which were on my like wish list, and so I was like, oh my gosh, I'll buy them from my Barnes & Noble so that I can support them. Super happy to have these. Absolutely, especially Twisted Games. Twisted Love was a 4-star read for me, but Twisted Games was like fantastic. Then I finally got myself Run Posey Run, because I didn't have this one yet, and I try to make sure that I have all of my 6-star books, that I own a copy of them, and I didn't have this one yet, so here it is. I actually kind of reread this one when I got it, but it wasn't a full reread, so I like didn't count it. And then I picked up Unchosen Ruler and Perfect Sinner in the Mafia War series. I've been kind of waiting until like 2 at a time come out so that I can grab them. I actually really want to reread Unchosen Ruler, because I've reread each book as the audiobook came out, because, or as the book came out, because I've read the arcs for all of these books, but I haven't read or listened to the audio, and I love the choices that Maggie made for the audios. So I'm very excited to reread these. Okay, so now we get to the part of the show where we just have a buttload of historicals to go through. So I'm very excited about this. I do actually have some historicals that were a gift that I just got today. I just opened this package. They're from one of my channel followers. Her name is Jessica, and she sent me some historical romances. And actually, I only own one of them. So you did a great job, because I don't own most of these. This is wonderful. So she sent me Pirate's Promise by Bobby Smith. I have never read a Bobby Smith before, but this one is beautiful. This is an old zebra one. Look at that. Is this a fantasy or a historical? Let's see. Oh, it's a historical. Cool, cool, cool. Jessica Hawkins, Her Master and Commander. Love it. So this is the one that I do have. She sent me Any Duchess Will Do by Tessa Dare. I have all of Tessa Dare, but thank you so much. I will maybe pass this on to my sister. Another Bobby Smith. This one is Bayou Bride. Another Karen Hawkins, The Laird Who Loved Me. Ooh, he's got like a shiny kilt on. There we go. And then some Monica McCarthy, who I have been wanting to try her. The books in the Highland Guard series are The Raider, The Hawk, and The Striker. I do believe The Chief is the first one in this series, so I'll have to get that one still. It's also crazy. Like, there's a lot in this series, but thank you so much, Jessica. I'm always happy to get some historical romances to read, so this is great. Then, which way should I go first? Let's go with these. We'll just dig down through these. So I went to a couple used bookstores in the month of September and October, so let's go through the books I got. I grabbed Angel Rogue by Mary Jo Putney. This is one I did for a Step Back Saturday. I love it. I've read this book before, but I believe this is the original cover. Because I believe this is a first printing, from what I'm seeing, of the Black Lion, which I have read the cover that has like the sword belt on the front. So I believe this is the original cover of the Black Lion. Could be wrong, but I think that it is. And I also believe that I have found an original cover of The Flame and the Flower, which this is like the third copy of The Flame and the Flower that I have. This one says this is a first printing. I think so, but I would have to look up to be sure. I have 3 covers of this one. That's just some of the stuff that I do to collect because I'm a nerd. Your Scandalous Ways by Loretta Chase. Petals in the Storm by Mary Jo Putney. Love that one. Then I found these 2 hardcovers in the Main Lane series, and I just had to scoop them up. I grabbed Scandalous Desires, which happens to have the step back on the back, which is cool. Lord of Darkness, unfortunately, does not. It just has this on the back, but they're in really great condition, and I got them for only $3 each. So I love when I find beautiful hardcovers that are really cheap. I don't buy hardcovers usually, but since this is one of my favorite series, I feel justified in my love of it. Wow! All the books. Then I ordered myself, I'll just show this one now, a copy of this book. And I know we can all laugh at what the cover looks like, but this book meant so much to me that I bought it even though I want to recover it because it's so ugly. And that's Eyes of Silver, Eyes of Gold. I raved about this last week. I adored this book so much, but this cover's not great. It's not great. But I bought it off of Amazon, and I don't regret it, even though it's weird looking. Then I found one of the older covers of Slave to Sensation. I only have the one that has like Lucas on the front where he, I don't know, more intense. And so this was just on a whim that I was like, cool, I like this like older cover of it. I don't know if it's like the OG cover. Yeah, I don't think that it is, but I still wanted this one as well, so I grabbed that. I also found a beautiful copy of this one is a first printing as well, and I don't have this one, of A Pirate's Love by Joanna Lindsay. This cover, like, this is very good condition for coming out in 1978, so that's cool. Then I got Captives of the Night by Loretta Chase. Don't Tempt Me by Loretta Chase. Secret Nights by Anita Mills. Eternity by Jude Devereaux. This book has been recommended to me quite a few times, so I wanted to grab that one. I believe this is the first printing of Chandra by Catherine Coulter. I have a couple copies of this book actually, but this one is when it was a Scarlet Ribbon by Signet, and it has them in like medieval clothes and everything, even though I'm pretty sure that this one's a Viking one. Maybe not. It might just be medieval. So I grabbed it. I'm a Catherine Coulter stan. I keep buying her books, even though. Then, okay, we have an interesting mix here. So, I've been collecting some Lee Greenwood because I've mentioned a few times, I want to read some male authors who write MF romance, okay? I've read quite a few male authors who write MM romance, but I haven't read a lot, or men who are who write with their spouse too. Like Tiffany Roberts, that's a husband and wife. And Lee Greenwood is someone I've been told about. I recently discovered that there's another author I read that's actually a man. I can't remember who it was. And I had no idea, which is, I guess, the point. I don't have to know, but I also want to try it because I want to see how they write it. And some of you have said that his are very steamy. So I have Born to Love. And then, and this I'm going to show us in two ways. So, I wanted to collect the Seven Brides series because I heard that this is a really, really good one by him. And when I went to my used bookstore, I was actually able to find books 2 through 7 in the series. So there is, I don't know if I'm doing this in the right order. Let me check. I don't know. They're all out of order in my hands. But I have Laurel, Daisy, Violet, Fern, Lily, and Iris. And those are, like I said, those are books 2 through 7. And I was like, oh, I'll just keep an eye out for Rose. Well, today I went to Barnes & Noble and I walked by and I saw that they had quite a few Lee Greenwoods. And one of them I grabbed was Texas Homecoming, which is the first in a series. And then I saw there was a bunch of these there that was like a resolute man, a defiant man, a reckless man. It said all these things. And I picked it up, and on the inside it said that it was the Bride series. And I was like, well, Lee Greenwood has a Bride series, and they look like this. So I opened up to the info page, and number one, it said it was copyrighted in 1993 originally. And then it says originally published as Seven Brides, Rose in 1996. So this book is Rose, but it's redone as a resolute man. So while I still want to find Rose that looks like one of these, because I want to start the series, I thought, well, I'll just grab this one since it's here. So this is actually Rose, but it's called A Resolute Man now. And this is the oldest brother, George, wants to get all his brothers in line, and they hire Rose to kind of be the housekeeper and help tame them down. So I'm very intrigued by it. I actually do really like these new covers. Like, I almost bought all of them. I was like, no, you have the pretty originals, so get those. So that is the dive into Lee Greenwood that I've done. Hopefully I like him because I've purchased quite a few of his books at this point. But I'm an in for a penny, in for a pound type of gal anyway. So we're just gonna roll with it. Let me just throw some of these up here. Okay. And then we have our last little stack of books here, which these are historicals that I purchased brand new. So I have The Duchess Hunt by Lorraine Heath. This is the next book in Once Upon a Dukedom. I'm pretty intrigued to read this one. I have heard mixed reviews from my friends, but I'm still excited to give it a go. I love Lorraine Heath. I've loved most of the things she's written, and I really liked meeting this Duke in the first one. He was pursuing our heroine in that one. And I like that. So I'm excited to try it. Then I have The Summer Bride by Anne Gracie, which I've already read and sadly didn't love it. So I'm probably going to send it on its way sooner rather than later anyway. I still stand by the first book in that series, but each subsequent book has not been great. Scandalous by Minerva Spencer. This is the third book in the Outcast series, which I recently read and loved. This was my least favorite in the series, but it's still a good book. Very unique historical. She writes very unique plots that I have not read in other historicals before. And this one's actually an interracial relationship between an escaped slave who's become a privateer who captures slave ships, and our heroine who was a missionary who was kidnapped on one of these slave ships. So then I just randomly grabbed The Highland Laird by Amy Jarecki, which I know is very far into this series of hot Highlanders. However, this one has a blind heroine who rescues the Laird from prison, and I want to read that. So I don't care that it's book 7 in the series. We'll see how it goes. Coming Up Roses by Katherine Anderson. I want more of her historicals. This one is 1890 in Oregon and is about a recently widowed woman and her neighbor, Zachariah, who almost dies while saving her 4-year-old daughter. So I want to read it. I am a stan of Katherine Anderson after only reading one of her books. So then I have Infamous by Minerva Spencer. I actually read the Rebels of the Ton series first before I read The Outcasts, but the Rebels of the Ton, for the most part, is about the children of the outcasts, which is cool. This one has a mean girl who is really brought low by her circumstances, and I just really love this book. This one just recently released, but I read an arc of it many, many months ago, and yeah, I just really like it. So, and then this was completely self-indulgent and completely unnecessary, but most of what I do is both of those things. And I actually have hardbacks of all of the Ravenels except for Cold Hearted Rake, which didn't come in hardcover, and Devil in Disguise, which I just ordered a hardcover of it because I can. And now I have as complete of a collection as I can have. So I definitely want to, because I did annotate my paperback with very tiny handwriting when we read it for Rake Appreciation Society, but I definitely want to transfer my notes into this one because I have a lot more room to write and everything. But I freaking adore this book, and this is, I just wanted a hardback, so I did. Okay, so there we go. Those are all the books that I've hauled recently, and it's always funny whenever I make one of these. I have more books that are coming soon, but it's like I need to empty my cart so that I can put more books on the cart again, which then I need to find room for them on my shelves, which good luck to me to do that. But anywho, thank you so much for watching this. Thank you to everyone who sent me presents. You're too good to me. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.